Welcome back to CreatorCast. As you can see, we have a different person than Jay Boston. This guy, he's just over there. But first, let me just introduce you to Benon from Gives a Minute and Scott from YouTube. And all the way in Texas at 4:30 in the morning.
That's correct.
It's Derek Tant from name Derek Tant. I believe that's your YouTube name as well, right?
That's correct. YouTube.com/Derek Tant. That's how you find me. Your source for information about pipe tobacco and cigars and coffee.
Can I just say, before we started this, Derek, Scott asked me which one's Derek on the Hey We're Talking podcast, and I said he's the guy that sits back like this and then just comes in and goes, "Yeah, but that's because you're old, Scott," and then sits back again.
Danny actually said you sound like Quagmire, so
yeah. Like, he's the guy that says my wife.
Like I'm the one that does the my wife Borat imitation.
So Derek,
it's so nice to hear such good audio. Sorry, Danny, to jump in there, but the internet in America is beautiful, and the audio you've got is crystal clear. I'm envious and jealous.
Except for it casts this blue light on your beard.
You got a blue light on your beard. It was
like you're sucking on a lollipop.
It's the light from the microphone.
I thought you had blue in your beard.
Yeah, that's what it's like some kind of a cool trend in America that's going around. Very patriotic. You got the blue, maybe some red, and you're already white. So I will skip ahead and say that Derek is from Hey We're Talking as well. This similar podcast group, but they chew the fat, right, guys? Isn't that what they do? They just chew the fat, and they talk. Sorry, that's an Australian term. They just talk, and that's all they do.
That's what we do.
That's all they do. It's
three
actually,
of us.
I love the show. I am a big fan of the show, and it's not because I've been on it. It's not because Benon's been on it. Sorry, I had to do that. I think you have a great show, and it's fun to listen to. And but today, actually, let's hear more from you, Derek. I want to hear how your day's been. What have you been doing today?
Well, I woke up
yesterday.
I did actually wake up yesterday, and I recorded some Hey We're Talking, and then I went to pick up my son from a track meet, and my wife went to sleep. My son went to sleep, and I've just been watching Netflix and YouTube for a few hours, and then my phone went off, and it was Danny Black saying, "Hey, come on, CreatorCast," and I'm like, "Okay."
I think that's like the best thing I've ever my mouth just was like the biggest smile as soon as I saw you right back. I'm like, no way, he's awake. Derek is a nurse, right?
That's correct.
So he does the night shift, and so that's why he's up so late. He also has his other channel. I mean, the main channel of his. He sits there and he talks to the live stream most of the time. Smokes a pipe, talks about the kind of stuff he puts in his pipe, and we're talking about tobacco pipe.
Yes. Yeah,
and you have a good growing. Your channel's been growing really good. Like everyone else in your group is jealous of you, and they think that you're the rock star of the group. And
well, they quit. We all used to do pipe related channels. Bob and Scott both. We were all part of this. It's known commonly as the YouTube pipe community, the YTPC. Just a loose association of pipe smokers and cigar smokers.
YTCP.
I've never thought to do that. I should have done it.
Dang it.
But both Bob and Scott, they quit doing that. As y'all heard last time when Scott was on, he thought it was boring, and he decided to trash me all over CreatorCast. Yes, I did watch that episode with Scott on, and I know Bob's going to be jealous because he wanted
revenge
to be on.
revenge
Yeah,
time.
Bob's never been on yet. He's like the one that wanted to be on the most.
Yeah, I've been experiencing some success, relatively speaking, on my YouTube channel. I mean, I'm not gonna have as big a reach as say Ben on or Scott, but with my little niche market, my target audience, I'm doing pretty good. I'm squarely on the B list.
Congratulations. I like that term. I'm squarely on the B list.
That's good. Man, it's so funny to hear you talk. You're so like just on it. You're ready to go. You have all the right like things to say. You're ready to just jump up with your banter. Because you got off hey, we're talking today.
I've been drinking a lot of coffee, so I'm amped
I
up.
was gonna say coffee.
Do you go straight to work after this, Derek, or you go to bed and then to work later on, or what's your?
Well, sir, I worked all weekend. I did work 3 nights in a row, so I actually will be off today. My wife and I are looking to maybe go see my son play a baseball game for his high school. A couple hours away this afternoon. We just trying
you
to.
have a kid in high school?
He's a freshman in high school. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
What's a freshman?
Year 9.
Okay.
What's high school?
Yeah.
Just kidding. I should
I
have said what
apologize.
school entirely.
He's 14 years old, whatever that equivalent is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're 22 when he was born.
I don't know how 14 American years is in Australian years. I'm not sure.
It's different. Actually, it's weird. They don't say like ninth grade. They say like year 9, but year 9 is actually like they're done at what year?
Year 12.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, the whole this is a very long intro, but the point that we want to get to on CreatorCast, because we don't just talk. We like to try to achieve some kind of narrative here, but no, I think we're talking about suggestions to make YouTube better. Like, I mean, it's a good program, but there's so many ways it can be better. And I want to hear. I before we actually started recording this, I told some of my suggestions to the other guys, and I'm hoping they're not going to steal them before it comes to me. But I want to bring it around the table. Derek, this is like the first he's even heard of this. I'll start with Ben on and move to Scott, and then we'll see if Derek has enough time to think of some. So go ahead, Ben on. What do you think?
Good call. I got 2 quick ones that I'm pretty keen to see happen. First one would be removing the anonymity. I'm not really sure how you say that word.
Animosity.
The anonymous, removing animosity. That's what I meant. Is that what I meant? No. The
Anonymity.
Anonymity. Animosity is something else, but I'd like that to be gone as well. But so I don't like that there can be faceless, nameless trolls on YouTube. I think you should be accountable for what you do on the platform, just like a creator is. A creator will put up content, and they're solely responsible for that content because they created it. So why should it be any different for a commenter? So someone makes a comment, they should be solely responsible for that comment, and they should be a visible not known person, not someone hiding behind something.
So you're saying there should be like a verification process to having a YouTube
totally
channel?
Verified. Yep.
Like
absolutely.
you don't necessarily have to have videos on your channel, but you need to have a face. You need to have your name and like I see what
100%.
you're saying.
100%. I'm not talking about addresses and phone numbers. I'm just talking about a verification that if this person makes this kind of comment, then there can be a consequence, and we can direct it directly to that person. And then the rest of the community can see that. So whereas we talk about creators, we talk about what, say, for instance, what PewDiePie did or what Logan Paul did. You never hear anyone say that about what a commentator did or what a subscriber did on my channel. You never hear
even
about
with Logan Paul, he shows someone that's committing suicide, and people are saying in his comments, "You should kill yourself," and it's like that's worse than
there needs
really
to be some responsibility taken for that, and I think YouTube could somehow roll that in, just the same as when you sign up to be a creator, you've got to go through a certain process to vet who you are. Should be a similar thing to be a viewer. That's a quick one. The other one's probably a little bit more complex. I think there should be more revenue there for creators. that's a big can of worms to open up. But that's
more complex. Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to make money off of it, but at the same time, a lot of us didn't sign up to make money. We just signed up to see if we could make money. I think that's kind of really what it was. It was like, people are making money. Maybe we should try this out. I don't know.
No, I think that the game has changed because YouTube have said to be able to make money, you have to be this, and this, and this. They've changed all that parameters just recently. So what I'm saying is when they changed that, they should have also changed the amount of money because they're getting rid of all these people that can't get to that point of making money. So therefore, there's a bigger pool of money to give to people that can. So let's start seeing more of a financial reward for what we're doing.
It's like cryptocurrency. Is that better for you, Ben?
That's a throwback to a previous episode.
Last
Not
week,
cryptocurrencies. We don't want to. Well, maybe we do.
All right, Scott. What would you suggest that YouTube can do?
Look, I actually I agree with the last sort of rule they brought in. I think I actually really like that. The fact that it's stopping a lot of crap from getting on YouTube and sorting out a little bit of that stuff. What I really wish they would do, like 90% or 95% of my audience is actually American. I would like a way that YouTube could sort of do an algorithm where I could grow myself in either my own city or my own country. Whether it did like a suggested playlist for Melbourne or Australia or Sydney or Dallas or wherever you are.
Reach. So location reach.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool because, as I said, there's less than 5% of my audience is actually Australian. It's all it's all American, and the only way to really push myself to an Australian audience is use a Facebook page. Ben, and I know you post on Australian YouTubers, but you're lucky to get 2 likes on that. You know what I mean? Like,
it's pointless, but I just do it to get another link out there. I mean, it is pointless.
How many clicked videos do you guys click on that is a suggested video on the side of a video you're watching? I mean, that'd be pretty cool if something like that would come up. And other than
if it was like you have your suggestions and then you have like locations, or like suggested by location, like what's happening in your hometown or something like that.
I think like that would be really cool, and I think that would be a really good way to grow your channel quite a bit, rather than pushing the bigger channels. I mean, I can't even log on YouTube now without seeing Logan Paul's face, and I don't even watch his videos. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there already in my suggested feed. I mean, that annoys the crap out of me. What can you do about that? I don't know. I think they're doing a pretty good job, to be honest. I mean, YouTube's going to sort of sort itself out, I think, in the next sort of 6 months, 7 months as they go through all this. But I actually believe they're doing a pretty good job, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, for something that you really don't have to pay for and you can get yourself out there versus like, the alternative back in the day, which was nothing, or trying to make a music video to go on MTV or something like that. Really, there was no way to get yourself out there, it's so good. But I mean, there are things that it can improve on, and like that's why I'd like to think, not that YouTube's watching, and if YouTube you are watching, if you want to sponsor the show, and hey, we're talking as well, we'd be happy to have you as a sponsor. If they were listening,
Scott, Just Scott Muir, that's a throwback to Hey We're Talking. They do that on their channel whenever they mention a brand. They happen to just say the words, and hey, if you're watching and you want to sponsor the show, Canadian Club, absolutely.
Yes,
can they sponsor the show?
Delicious.
All right, so now that you've had a little bit of time, Derek, what would you change?
Okay, I think a lot of the adding music, the copyright strikes, I think that's a little annoying. I think it's really annoying for just small time creators who just want to make an interesting video. I'm not watching like a friend of mine's channel to hear music, so there doesn't need to be a copyright strike. Just it's ambient music. I don't like the integration with Google Plus. It's like their failed social media platform. It's awkward, it's wonky, and I don't like it. And the messaging system on YouTube, it doesn't work. I don't get emails. It's supposed to be it sometimes is weeks before I know anybody's actually sent me like a message on YouTube, and it's not accessible via the app. The YouTube Studio app. You can't check your messages. If it would pop up on that, that'd be great, but I can't. I have to go into a computer, like into a browser on a laptop or whatever.
I think you can use the YouTube Studio app to look at messages, but I can't say I've done it for quite a while.
I don't know about messages because you're right. I don't think I've ever seen messages.
I don't think you can see messages on there.
You can't?
Having said that, there is an update coming to this app. Another plug to another channel. If you've had enough of Creator Cast, you might want to go and have a look at Creator Insider. That's an official YouTube channel that pumps out weekly episodes where they talk about they actually have people from YouTube talking about what they're doing on the platform. And there is an update coming to this Creator Studio app. Whether it has that in it or not, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Derek, I agree with you. That's a pretty big thing that they're missing, considering they're a communications device. Like.
Yeah, you know what? To keep on that, Ben, I mean, because you have a lot of viewers coming in for some of your videos. Do you get a lot of messages on YouTube?
I don't even. Sorry for that startled dead airness, but I don't even know where does that even go to? Like,
okay, so like
you gotta go into Creator Studio, I think.
Yeah, you go to YouTube and Creator Studio. Let's just all do that right now. Huh?
Creator Studio, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got Video Manager, live streaming, community channel, analytics,
it's community,
translation.
I believe.
It's the community, yes.
There should be something that says he's gonna have so many messages he had no idea that he has.
Holy crap! Right. Yeah, okay. I honestly have never noted that was there. I've always just looked under the comments section and then held for review and likely spam, and that's it. There's a messages tab. There you go, folks. I'm clicking at it. Let's have a look. Holy crap. 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 9 months ago, 1 year ago, 1 year ago. All right, so this is garbage. Yeah.
There's probably people offering a huge sponsorships deals that we missed.
If you see this, I was wondering if you could help me import my DV tapes to my computer. I am new to this and very confused.
Okay.
That's. Yeah,
sorry about that.
Sorry, man.
Right. Okay.
Waiting. So yeah, you're absolutely right. It's garbage for the messaging system, and even with when you talked about copyrights and things, one of the things I hate about the copyright, like I don't care if I get a copyright flag, but to see like that X or like that yellow color or something like that, it kills me. Like on like an OCD level, it's like green's good, but then I see like this copyright strike, and I'm like, oh, I failed. Like, dang it. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna make money off that anyways. Like, who cares? But just
you brought up a good point a few months ago, Danny, on the channel. You brought up a good point where we were talking similar to this conversation, and you said if you make a 10-minute video and you have 10 seconds worth of, in my case, Shania Twain, why does she get all the royalties from my video? She should get a percentage of those royalties, not the 100%, Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a 10-minute video. You got 1 minute of a song. They shouldn't get 100% of the thing. They should get 90%. But then at the same time, audio and video should be split 50-50. So they should really only get 5% of the profits. And that goes into your argument of making money on YouTube. I think that going along with that on my level, I think that besides the animosity or the anonymity,
Danny.
Is that like the Finding Nemo joke or whatever?
Isn't that a sea animal? It's a sea animal.
There's too many N's in that word. Anonymity. Just cut out a couple of those N's and we'd be able to pronounce the thing.
Well, okay. So the two things that I would change, like these would be easy changes, is that like on videos like this, actually videos like anything, having like a live look at comments, like SoundCloud or even on Facebook Live, like when they make a comment at 3:05 about a certain thing, then you see that pop up then. Just like when I'm watching Hey We're Talking, I feel like an idiot commenting all these things, but I'm watching the show and I'm like, oh, I want to write about that. I want to write about that. I want to write about that. But then it just, if it came on like on a timeline, then you'd be like, oh, that's hilarious. That's like, it's just better that way. Like, why wouldn't they have done that already?
Great idea. And then if you could click on the comment and it would take you to that timestamp in the video. So you could say, oh, I agree with what they're saying. And then you could comment underneath it. Yeah.
Well, like if you're watching the video and you have comments on, you could like, I mean, some videos would be annoying, like Jake Paul or something where people are like, kill yourself the whole time. Just, I mean, if there's a video that you wanted to have it on and you could see someone write a comment like, oh, I love this song here or something like that, then it would be like, yeah, you can like that. You can up like it. There's a lot of ways to go with that. I think that the other thing is the whole sharing experience, like on Facebook, you can share, or if like a video comes on in the comments, you could tag a friend. Like the fact that you can't tag somebody and be like, dude, I want to do this with you. Like where, you're watching this travel video and you're just like let's go on this trip, and you tag someone else that's a YouTuber. Like that should be a thing. I mean, I get that you could, I don't know, you could abuse it, and so many people would be tagging Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon in all these videos. But if there's a way to make it so that it was, easy to tag people so that it brings them to the video versus trying to, copy and paste it and Facebook, and then the reach is just low because it's a YouTube link. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a better way to get it out there instead of the way that it is.
And that would effectively grow everyone's channel more quickly because then you can, there's more of a legit way of getting your content to the people that you really want it to get to.
Or if your home, like if Gives a Minute's homepage was more like a page and you have some videos and you can write a couple things and then you share things on that page and people can either see that if they're subscribed to you on that level, they could see, oh, he shared this video, let's check this out. Or, there's ways to grow, and it's just, I mean, that's tough too because it's a strictly video platform, and unless you have 10K subscribers, now you see all these people just posting a picture. So like, right, that's what they're doing now. I haven't been to that level. Neither is Scott. Neither is Derek. But
it's like a very rough version of Facebook where you can post like photos and polls. Oddly enough, you can't post a video. It's very, very strange. The video has to be already on YouTube, which is baffling.
But posting a video is what? That if you post a video, you posted a video.
On the community tab, you can't post a video that isn't already on YouTube, which is completely and utterly mind-bafflingly, ridiculously stupid. I want to post a little snippet. Exactly. Yeah. I want to say, I went out vlogging and I ran into
I get what you're saying.
A dead whale on the beach, and I make a little snippet of it and go, this is what's coming up in a few days on my channel, a dead whale on the beach. Put it on the community tab. No, you can only link to an existing video. Come on.
Well, all right. Well, these were great suggestions here. I think that I wish that YouTube was listening because I think that'd be especially the anonymity.
Yeah, if they could change that word too as well, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, YouTube. If you could change anonymity for us, you have the power.
Yeah, you say it so good, Derek.
Derek, you got that word dialed. How do you say that so easily? What words do you struggle with?
I don't know. I could not say magazine, but that was when I was 3. I used to say mazagine.
Mazagine.
I think also if YouTube / Google would quit feuding with Amazon, I think like I have a hard time interfacing with YouTube on like my Amazon branded television or, the Fire Stick because Amazon doesn't like to have Google on its stuff. And vice versa. It's like two corporate giants that are arguing with each other, and so they're not getting along. They're not playing nice with each other.
Derek, do you have a HomePod or do you have a Echo or?
No, I just have just Amazon branded television or like a Fire Stick.
Oh, so like the stick that goes into it to make it.
Yeah, like a Roku.
Not branded. It's not like a Sony. But it's Amazon television.
Oh, it's just the stick, not the actual TV itself. But
I don't think Amazon made TVs, but
you can connect to Netflix and Amazon Prime, and it used to allow you to connect to YouTube. Now I have to do other things to watch YouTube on my television. It's silly. They shouldn't.
Well, I want to say thank you, Derek, for being on the show, and also I want to say to anybody that's watching, Derek, are you part of the Facebook group, the CreatorCast Facebook group?
I'm not.
Well, I'll have to send you an invite, but facebook.com/groups/CreatorCast. Just join the group because we have a very fun time writing just different things all the time through the group and asking opinions, and other people comment and they share their videos and we can analyze and talk about them. And I think that you should also subscribe to this channel. You should subscribe to Derek's channel. You should subscribe to Hey We're Talking. And I really want to hear what Derek would say to Scott and Bob right now.
Oh, I took a picture of the screen. So we have our little group chat, and I'll be like, guess who was on CreatorCast last night?
Now, yes. let me go back to the time when we did have Scott on. Was Scott on with Jay and
it was all
Danny? It was all of us?
No,
it couldn't have been because
I don't think Jay was there. I think it was us.
Yeah, Jay. Yeah, it was. So Jay hasn't been with any of them.
Nah.
Yeah. So does that mean that when we have Bob on, we can't have Jay on as well? We're gonna just Jay's gonna be the one that in the end it'll be what Jay, one of us that gets left out in a sense because he can't. It'll be
if we ever get Bob on, that's the real. That's the real
Bob.
question.
Come on, man. Where are you been, Bob? What are you doing, man?
Bob, why are you awake at 4:30 in the morning?
What are you doing at 4:30? Sleeping?
Him and his
Should
stupid
be up
job.
fixing your pipe.
Well, thanks again for being on the show, Derek. That was awesome. We love hearing you talk. Just can you say my wife one more time for us?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just saw my wife off to work just now. So
I like how you prepared yourself.
Got into character.
But Derek, do you know at the end of each episode we take our imaginary headsets off, or in this case, real headsets?
Yeah,
but
we have real.
The host has to end it. So
yes. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Do all those things we said. Comment, subscribe, write to YouTube, and tell them to sponsor us. And Derek, thank you for being on the show, guys. We'll see you next time, and we're done. See you later. Yeah, take your headphones off. Yeah.
Yeah.